Hey everybody, I hope all y'all are having a good day today. So, alright, man right there.
Hello.
It's Sunday afternoon here in the Philippines in Misamis Occidental, or it's Misamis Occidental? Yeah, Mindanao, Philippines. And today, Lynn and I we gave the message for our congregation in Malawi. We all come to, I don't know what the name of this place is, but it's a beach place. They're celebrating their 17-year anniversary of all of them being together. I started out here on their 9th anniversary, so I've been here 9 years with these guys. But anyway, Lynn and I gave the message today, and as always, I always give the message of love. And it's funny the things that you can draw on, that the Holy Spirit will draw on whenever you get up to speak in front of people. Things from my past. 4 days ago, I got sick. I drank some bad water, and I hadn't been feeling good at all. I mean, just absolutely miserable. And yesterday, I just kind of wrote me a rough outline to a sermon that I was going to give today, and I was just going to get up there and just, give a little something. I didn't really want to go this morning. When I woke up this morning, I was like, man, I do not want to do this. I feel horrible. And but when I got up there, our pulpit was the beach, and when I started to speak, I just threw away my notes and just. It seems like every time I feel really bad and my body is physically doing bad, it seems like I always have one of the best messages that the Holy Spirit will do through you. And same happened today, and I actually was talking about love and how, love is real love, not just, a lot of people give mouth service to God and mouth service to love, but they don't walk the walk. They talk a good game, but when it comes to actually love, real love, that, the fulfillment of the law, if you really love somebody as you love yourself, you're not going to try to screw them over in business deals. You're not going to try to steal their wife or husband. It's just all the moral things that you should do in this world, you will do as long as you do everything, measure everything with love. And I was telling them, that it's easy to love people that love you back, but it's really, really hard to love people whenever they don't love you back. And sometimes whenever they get really hostile towards you and really bad, and because your ego and your pride get in the way, and you start thinking about, well, I did this for you and I did that for you, and you get your feelings all hurt. And so I drawed on the old movie, The Karate Kid, the original one. And I think his name was Ralph Macchio, and about the wax on and the wax off. And, that's all about muscle memory. And muscle memory is something that whenever you get into Taekwondo or any kind of martial arts or anything like that, even in boxing, your instructor will have you just for hours do nothing but a jab, 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 and you think, man, what is this doing? But whenever you do things repetitively over and over and over, your muscles actually remember it. And that way, whenever something happens, it's like in the movie The Karate Kid, that kid was waxing on and waxing off, and he was like, I don't understand this, And then his instructor threw a punch at him, and he didn't even have to think about it. It was natural. He just waxed on, And that's the way it is with love. You have to practice using love. You have to do it even whenever people aren't loving you back. You have to get to the point to where it just comes natural. It's not something that you have to force, and it's just you've done it so much that you don't have to think about it. And that was my message today. And we're told in James, he wrote something cool. He was like, consider it pure joy when you're being persecuted and stuff. And, sometimes you read that and you're like, what? What do you mean pure joy? because it can feel horrible when people are being bad to you, you know. And but we are the fruit of the Spirit is for healing the nations, for healing the people, and the fruit of the Spirit, well, there's 9, and that's the characteristic of God, and God is love. And so if we are truly born again, if it is God living within us now and no longer ourselves, then, you know, we are that tree of life in New Jerusalem. And trees are meant to endure storms, especially the trees here in the Philippines where there's no winters and they don't go dormant. You know, they weather the storms because they're deeply rooted, you know, and they produce fruit. Even when the sun's not shining, even when the weather's bad, they have fruit. And that's what we have to do. You have to be deeply rooted in God, love, and you can weather any storm. Anyway, that was my message today, and you know, couldn't imagine 13 years ago I'd be doing something like this, 10,000 miles away from Texas. I remember being in that apartment in Dallas, Texas, just miserable as heck, had no direction in my life, didn't know what I was ever going to do. And here I am 13 years later, just talking and talking and talking about love, because love is the only thing that matters. If you've got a tree that's, well, I'm rooted in love, but I'm also rooted in fear, I'm also rooted in division, I'm also rooted in this and that, then you are not deeply rooted and you will not weather the storm. The only way to weather the storm is to be deeply rooted in God, love alone, because anything else is not of God, and you won't make it. Anyway, I love you all. Bless.